I think this should be... There we go. Yeah, we're good. Xenosaga! I'm also playing with a new controller today.
Oh.
I got one of the 8-bit do ultimates.
I like 8-bit.
This thing seems nice. It seems nice. It's got both Bluetooth and 2.4. Though with an adapter with it. Seems pretty cool.
Yeah.
We'll see if I mapped it correctly though. Yes, I did. Cool. Let's actually load it up. We're a little stronger. We have some things, but I have to show something first. Because some stuff happened off screen. This isn't a super fancy edit, so just gonna head that off. But it's an important one to see once it loads. I just want to make sure it loads okay. Okay, cool.
Do you accidentally date Alan?
No. You kidding me? No. No. Alan? Alan who?
No. Yeah, I mean, honestly, who is Alan?
Alright, here you go. So I realized we could have gone back to the professor also earlier, because there's two other things. We missed 2 story beats, which is why I was like, I better record this.
Oh.
And let me tell you, this whole thing made grinding a lot easier. Tarks, I didn't know this was gonna be like that good. Not this one. This one looked cool, and I got excited about this one. I'm like, is this it?
Just slams his hands on the keyboard. It's not even a keyboard.
Yeah. I was like, oh, that's pretty cool.
Wow.
Wow.
Huh.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's more.
Okay. Complete.
Assistant Scott hadn't defied me. Yeah, so he's gonna try to do it. Let's see what happens.
Oh no.
It's not working!
Guess he needed Assistant Scott after all.
That's right! The most important part about building a robot is friendship. So we gotta help him out. Friendship and justice, that's right.
Oh.
I like that she, like, looks back as she's running. So, we have to go find Scott. He's not over here. There he is.
Oh, Scott, it's okay, Scott.
Mm-hmm. Yep, you need each other. This is the power couple that we needed.
Honestly.
Come on past Joe, what are we waiting for? What are we doing here? Checking work emails? What are we... Okay. That's right, the Erdekaiser. Erdekaiser? I don't know how to say that. E-R-D-E? How do you say that?
Aired.
Cosmos is like, I want to blow those boxes up. I want to blow those boxes up. Let's see if the power of friendship can do it. Mm-hmm.
Slap, 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 slap.
Aw.
There it is.
Oh, we got a huge Gundam
Oh yeah, we did.
With the dragon head on his face.
with our parts combined.
Mm-hmm.
Herr Kaiser, behold!
He's not wrong. He's not wrong. I also did some work with just grinding a little bit. So everyone's up to at least 34, I believe. Yeah. And improve like this, the stats and whatnot. Xion, right now, only has 1 magic. Because that's all she can have. Also, let's put, because I want to show you. Well, first of all, let me show you Momo. Momo, we have Medica, all, boost, revert, and purifying storm. I got it on her, so she's going to be doing the cleanup, the management, let's call it. And we only have 1 transformation and 1 transformation move now, just because. Xion, though. We don't have anything except for 1. It's the irritation.
Oh. Interesting.
You'll see why.
Ah, okay. Is this what you meant by the easy way?
Uh-huh.
Oh.
Uh-huh. To the point I'm like, I don't know many RPG series that just do this type of thing. It's one of my favorite things.
Throw you a bone?
Kinda, yeah. The entire Xenosaga series. This one right here, does this big robot show up in any of the others? Are we going? Okay. So let's go take care of that that hidden boss.
Do it. Do it.
Do it. I like this control. This feels nice. She's cool. I like her design.
Mm-hmm.
Hot Topic. Sailor Moon.
Bonk.
All right. Also, I put abilities on Cosmos and Xion, where they start with a boost.
Oh. That's a good idea.
That's fine. All right. Here we go. It just costs 60 EP.
Mm.
Mm-hmm. Let's go, Erde Kaiser!
Amazing.
It's so cool. It's a cool looking thing. I think the colors are a little toyish.
Well, yeah.
It ain't done. it's over.
Great. I collected some good data.
That's why I asked you guys, should I do this the easy way, or do you want to try
That's
it
fine,
for
that's
realsies
fine.
again? Yeah. It's pretty good. It's pretty good.
That was fun. I like that
Mm-hmm.
extremely long intro.
I found out this after a couple attempts. You can skip it.
Oh, okay.
Dark Scepter. Oh, okay. The only other RPG with something like this is Final Fantasy VII and Knights of the Round. I don't remember how good that is. Is that just like the game, like a game-breakingly good? I remember the Knights of the Round sword that we got legitimately in Final Fantasy IX was very, very good too. Ryan, remember? I thought about Tetramaster today. Do you remember how we how we just broke that because that game fucking sucks?
Yep. Even with our broken cards, sometimes we would lose, and we thought that was like almost impossible. And it was
Yeah.
like, what the? I didn't even understand how the other card worked. I was like, what is this?
No one knows how.
Why
That,
do you put it in hexadecimal?
no one has ever. All right, let's just do a free recovery of our EP. Now, Tarks, where do I go for Junior's fight? So we can kind of just do that too if you want.
Yeah.
Also, let's check out that move. Use. Set?
Oh my god. Kit says I killed the final boss in 2 turns with the knights. Wow.
That's fun. That's
Yeah.
fun. Is this a tech attack? Set. Dark Scepter, there it is.
You put in the work to get it. I feel like it should be worth using.
And we absolutely put in the work to get the big sword.
Mhm.
Sure. Closet in the Durandal quarters. Okay. Well, we should change our team then. So I think we need Junior as the lead. Okay. Sayonara, bitches. I thought about ordering, what do you call it today? Crumble.
Oh.
'Cause they did sound good. While I walk there, we can take a look at them. I'll just get those middle 4 if I got them. I just feel like those are the ones that resonate with me the most.
Caramel shortbread and cookies and cream for me.
Caramel shortbread being like a Twix thing was like, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Do do do. I was thinking about this game, and if I have any, because I have something. If when we finish it tonight, I do have something that we're gonna have to do. I was thinking what positives and negatives about this game. I think the biggest negative I could think of is just the lack of music.
Yeah.
The lack of music variation too. Like even the big boss fights don't have theirs. Like I would almost forgive the not having closet in the Durandal Quarter, so the residential, I'm assuming.
Probably.
I would almost forgive like the no overworld stuff. I mean, that's kind of fine. Like I get it, space is quiet, I guess, but I don't know, just something would have been.
Like even like general ambient.
Yeah.
Anything.
Well, we have ambient sounds. Whoa. Who are these?
Oh wow.
See?
See, you don't need music.
You just got these guys.
Yeah.
You got the music in your heart.
This guy's name is Axel.
There's Slash. Riggs. Okay.
Eggs.
What was your name?
That was-
McLean.
McLean.
McLean?
Clay.
I think that, I do think some of the bosses are, like, unexpectedly difficult. The best part about that is, yes, they do kill you quick, at least, if you're not prepared, so you don't have to... It's not
Slog
as...
for too long.
It's not as punishing. But yeah, I think the music is probably the biggest negative I can think about this game. I wonder if that changes in the upcoming ones.
Did they have time?
I don't know, Katie.
I don't know.
I'm looking for a save point before I do this. So I'm assuming it's like closet.
Casino?
Oh, that's right.
I thought there was one in that room though, but maybe not.
There's a... You know what? The casino's back here. There's a store in the one up north, because I used to do this track quite a bit just to sell and grind. If you're complaining about bosses in this game, 2 has a terrible battle system.
Great.
Amazing. That's just... I did see 2 is a little shorter. Where this was like, they're like, yeah, 38 hours. And 2 was like 27 or like 30 for just playing the main game. How's Bowser doing? What about him?
How is Bowser?
But
He's not. Oh, there he is. There's a butt. Aw. Little loaf.
very sleepy. He had a hard day of doing absolutely nothing. I'm really sorry about that in regards to when you play 2, but 3 is amazing. Well, if things are that bad, we may do something similar to how we handled, and not saying Final Fantasy 9 was bad or anything, but maybe just similar how we handled Final Fantasy 9, maybe some of the background stuff. You know? Maybe just a little nudge. Just a little nudge from a cheat engine. Just to give us, that little edge for a bad system. That's all I'm saying.
I mean...
3 is amazing, though, apparently. Allegedly. Hey, man. Nice cod piece.
What?
Freddy? Great Joe!
Great Joe!
Joe.
Time to die,
Time
boy.
to die, boy.
Time to die, boy. So I believe we can handle this the same way we did last time. Do you want to try this first?
I want to see what he does.
Whoa.
Oh, he's got the kick.
Healy is pretty cool.
Yeah.
This guy's pretty cool. Oh, I didn't switch Cosmos in.
Oops.
Oh well.
I want to see what happens.
Sure, alright. We'll fight a little bit. Great Joe is a Xenogears reference. Oh!
Oh!
That is actually a lot of damage. Ah, shit. Hmm.
Take this. Storm Wolf.
Oh!
Is he really that great? Not even that bad. Well, I've also pumped up this quite a bit, the spell ray, so let's see. Alright.
Hmm.
Oh shit, curse. I summon Dick Curse!
Yeah.
She got cursed.
Yeah.
Well, that's why we have this.
Mystic powers.
I did have to take off... I took off scan, so I don't know if anybody has scan. So that's something to consider. So I maybe cannot monitor how much HP this guy has left.
Ouch!
Cross shot. Oh, he's got new guns too. We missed quite a bit in the Song of Nephilim, it turns out.
Oh.
Alright. Yeah, sure.
Okay. I feel like we were just trying to get through it.
I was. You're
Yeah.
not wrong. This seems to be doing okay.
Angelic Requiem.
I love the skull thing going on here. It's very funny.
Yeah. Skull crotch.
What did that do?
Made his ass glow.
Punch it.
Crotch punch.
It's 9,900 HP. Okay. Well, we've been doing about 1,000 every turn.
About.
Soul
yeah.
Crusher.
Soul Crusher.
Oh my god, his voice.
This guy's actually cool. Momo, it's good.
Soul Crusher. He sounds
Soul
like Goofy.
Crusher. Momo, it's good to see you. It's been a while. I ain't gonna count my chickens. It seems like we're doing okay. Oh!
At least for right now.
Beep boop, beep boop.
Oh, hell yeah.
Nice.
He's got 2 moves in a row.
Yeah.
Is he taller than he's supposed to, like, than the camera typically
I think
expects?
so.
Crusher.
Soul Crusher.
He's pretty great. I'll give him that. Like,
I like him.
he's kind of living up to his name, in my opinion.
Take this. Angelic Requiem.
Cerebration.
Celebrate good times. Come on.
We should heal.
Mystic powers. Wait, are you in-
Oh! Then after that, I kind of forgot where to go to actually progress the plot. I think we got to talk to...
Soul Crusher.
Oh, we got to talk to the boozer pilot.
Yes. I like him.
Yeah. Alright, well, hopefully he doesn't boost. He boosted. That might kill us. But I might kill him? I killed him!
Who would have thought one of me?
Oh, shit.
Wow. Easy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, he may have killed us on that very next turn, but yeah! Yeah, it wasn't
That
too bad.
worked out really well.
Give us money.
Swimsuit. We had another swimsuit!
Yes!
Our beach party can commence. Aw. Swimsuit. It's all Rhapsody.
Ooh.
Magnum. Oh.
Ooh.
Oh. That's what they called me in high school.
No.
That's not what they called me in high school at all, actually. They called me High Guy because they said I looked high.
You're just constantly tired.
I was. That's what it was. Like I. Oh, we can summon Great Joe.
Yeah.
Cool.
Oh.
Nice.
Where's his swimsuit?
For every 5 Gnosis that Junior defeats with Soul Rhapsody, Buster Joe and Magnum Joe increase in power.
Mm.
Where's his swimsuit? Whose?
I don't know. We're the
Magnum
one we got.
Joe's?
Yeah. Let's put on his swimsuit.
No.
Ugh.
Swimsuit kind of sucks. Unless I'm grinding, then it's good.
I don't know. Maybe we got a better one with him.
It's just swimsuit. It's not like swimsuit EX or something, you know? Also, real quick. This is the...
Oh, yeah.
Got flippers on the back.
Oh.
Oh.
It's like the Steam one.
Yeah, except this D-pad feels really nice, actually.
Yeah.
Pretty nice thing. I actually got it because I wanted a 4th controller for the Dells and Seattle to play. That'll connect to the Steam Deck. Okay, because I have plans. I would like to play some Vampire. What is that? Vampire the Masquerade. No.
Survivor?
Vampire Survivor. Yeah. Because there's a 4-player co-op in that now.
Masquerade.
Because there's a 4-player co-op in that right now, and it looked a lot of fun. All right, let's. How are we doing health-wise? Did they heal us? Of course not. Of course not.
Genkomatsu Cheerdex 100. Thanks a lot, friendo. Sleepy boys get treats.
Sleepy boys get treats.
Hey, you.
The vet gave you the wrong joint medication. They gave it for large dogs. While he is large, so I'm cutting him in half.
Oh, okay.
And he doesn't like it. He was like tossing it. Normally he likes to toss it a little bit,
Yeah.
and then I'll eventually eat it if I like pretend to try to grab it from him and be like, no, you can't have it. But he didn't do that with these. He's just like, he would put them in his mouth, chew, and then and then just spit it back out.
Oh,
You
no.
butthead. So I just smashed it up and put it in his wet food.
Oh, is it the one he usually used to play around with?
Yes,
Oh, I thought he liked those.
he does. These bigger ones, I don't know.
Oh, they're
Could
not
just
what
be
he's
different
used to.
enough. I don't know. He's always suspicious of food.
Different things.
Yeah.
Yeah, he is. I just remember you telling me about the quail egg.
Yeah, if it's new, he's gonna. If it's new, like even I got him new little like these little like berry yogurt treats, and I knew he'd love them. But once once I put it down there, he grabbed it in his mouth and then put it on the ground, sniffed it, put it back in his mouth like apprehensively, and then was like, "Oh, okay, this is good actually," and then just I wanted more. Well,
it doesn't smell like meat. I don't want it right away.
He did it with the chicken ones too, so like it's
really?
not even just meat. It's just new. It's like, is this a trick? Are you trying to give me medicine?
Yeah.
Usually no. Usually I'm just trying out new treats from Amazon. So Ryan, when you watch him, you might have to mash up a thing and put it in his wet food.
Anything for the king.
Yeah, what is he? What kind of blankets does he lay on? He's like
Cashmere.
cashmere, and he's just like all perched up, like living the life of royalty at your place.
He is a corgi.
King Koopa. The dock. It's the dock.
I felt like Bowser this morning. I was like, man, it'd be nice just to not do shit and lay down and
Yeah.
stare at nothing.
I had a couple things I had to do this morning, and then by about like 10:30, I got through my projects. And anybody asking questions, there was like maybe going to be a call with somebody, and they're like, nope, they're not doing this anymore. So someone else might ask you eventually. I'm not. Okay.
Huh.
I'm like hovering on this. I opened DoorDash, picked out my cookies, and it's like sitting there right now, and I don't know.
I mean,
Hey. No. What are you doing down there?
What is he doing?
Can't be licking that.
Don't lick your paw.
It's just pits.
Don't lick your pits. Your little puppy pits. I can't imagine Bloober Team would be able to pull that off.
No. I bet you they'll have a silly ending. I bet you they will.
they better.
And I bet you it'll be fine. I bet you most of that game will be fine. And I think there's going to be some stuff that's going to piss you the fuck off, Katie.
Yeah, I know.
But I think most of it, I bet you it will be fine.
I'm sure.
The bar for this, for me, as someone who has mostly enjoyed Silent Hill, is it going to be better than Shattered Memories? That's my bar. Now, I also think the medium fucking sucked.
Yeah.
I think their best game was that one with with the shotgun. The Observer. That seemed neat.
Oh.
That seemed like they did their own thing, kinda. I don't know. It seemed
Kinda.
like,
They did their own ideas.
seemed less like pedophilia, apologizing or whatever they do.
Yeah. Jesus Christ.
All right, I'm saving here, and then I'm gonna talk to the man. And I feel like even some of the, I mean, I don't think it's aged particularly well, just in terms of like the game itself. But I think Layers of Fear was novel when it came out.
Yeah, it was what do you call it? One of the first PT likes after PT came out.
Like a functional one that wasn't just kind of bullshit. Yeah.
Yeah. It was very much a walking simulator, but it was fine.
What would you rather play, a Bloober Team game or David Cage? You did not have to pay for either.
Fair.
You didn't have to pay for either.
No. Oh, it's not fair.
You guys ready to go to Proto Merkaba?
Yeah.
Merkaba?
Sure.
Merhaba.
Merkaba.
The final showdown with shit.
Yeah, right.
That's this essentially, right?
Final showdown with Shin. Yep.
Sorry.
It's okay.
I didn't mean for you to get pulled into my personal issues.
Don't worry about it.
I
After
mean,
all,
we're
my
all
homeland is
pulled
in
into
peril,
everyone else's
and we've
personal
received company
issues.
approval. So it's okay, right, Alan?
Oh, sure. Why would I want to miss out on the fun? Besides, it's not like you ever
You're
listen
such
to
a
me.
wet
What
blanket,
was that?
Alan.
If you've got something to say it.
No, nothing. I'd accompany you to the very depths of hell.
Hey,
Oh,
what are you
wow.
trying to do? Jinx us? So, getting in won't be difficult, right?
Right.
Fucking hat.
There should be no external anti-air defenses, since it was originally constructed as a manufacturing facility. However, security on the inside is most likely still functional. We should be prepared to deal with many active guard machines.
Mary, what about the reinforcements from 2nd Militia?
The spacebound units were destroyed in the first blast. It looks like there's a few more on their way, but they won't get here in time.
In other words, it's up to us.
Looks like it.
Guinan, I'm counting on you to cover us. Until we get inside.
I have a request of my own as well. Don't let his provocations get to you again. All right?
Yeah, I'll be careful. You don't have to worry.
I'll take that as a promise.
Now don't do anything foolish, little master! ECM levels at maximum. Elsa, you have clearance.
Got it. Tony!
Aye, sir! We're getting hazard pay for this, right?
It's a great question, Tony.
Yeah.
You guys should
You
start
get
a union.
paid at all?
They get paid probably for the scrap they get and sell.
Yeah,
Right.
but they haven't had scrap for some time.
Unless they're being paid by Shion's employer.
I don't know.
If she can write this off as a business expense. And I see you need, what was this? 40,000 Neo shekels for printer ink? Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that a problem? No. Just needed to verify. Wait. Oh, we can go back. Okay, that's not like a point of no return.
Oh, okay.
That's good to know.
That's nice, yeah.
Oh, did you listen to the Castlevania vinyl, by the way?
Which one?
The new one?
What new one?
Sorry, not the new one. I don't know why I said that. It's new to me. It's new for me.
Symphony of the Night?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, I was gonna say it's a good printing.
Yeah, it's great. Yeah, it's really good.
Yeah.
Oh, look at that screenshot. Oh, yeah.
Beautiful.
Oh, yeah.
Look at those pixels. Those blurry ass pixels.
Wait, no, we're not docking. Oh, wow. There wasn't much fanfare for actually, like, docking here. Just kind of like, all right, you're here now.
Yeah.
I don't think it was very clear that I could have left there. So here's some good, what do you call it?
Yeah. I like this better than that singing that was going on in the other place. That started to get on my nerves after a certain point.
I'm a dinosaur! It's actually pretty cool.
Wow.
Come here. I want...
No.
Not you, Bows.
Aw.
Star Cannon. I beefed this up too, so that's now a legitimately good move to use. So we do have our instant kill, right? Like, I mean, that's the nice thing to have in our back pocket, but also it does require us expending all of our EP. I do have a good amount of recovery stuff, but early on here, maybe I'm just gonna kind of take these as we go. I also learned I can skip this scene, so I can just skip that.
Oh, good. No more belly opening up.
All systems?
Was that New Joe who said this should be full of cookies or cookies spewing out?
Pew pew pew.
Hemlock.
Actually, this
Great.
ambient music reminds me of Metroid.
Sure. Metroid with the organ from the band The Doors uses.
Sure.
Sure, Joe. Whatever.
Yeah, okay.
Okay. Well, I may as well.
I was thinking more of like
No, I get what you're saying.
Prime.
I hear it. I hear
Yeah.
it too. Yeah,
Do you really think this is a good idea?
yeah. Some grabby boys.
fuck them up. There you go.
I found it interesting that we had that person saying they were surprised to see us use Momo.
Yeah.
I'm like, Momo seems pretty alright. Like,
I mean, probably a lot of people don't like using the little girl because it's a little girl.
Oh, we did get this too. Dragon.
Charging. Our dragon.
Only one person.
That's okay. It was decent. Like,
It was okay.
decent amount
I
of
mean,
damage.
there's no reason to not use the big beam thing. You know?
Yeah.
Also, Spell Ray is just too good for Xion.
Yeah.
Charging.
The enemies have been exterminated.
Momo is just a bit lackluster in 1. I feel like you could. I feel like Chaos is just a good out the gate, but I think Momo, once you give her a couple things, can be really good. Also, just Girl Squad.
Yeah.
Getting it done. Ryan, I've let you down a little bit. I haven't played Tears of the Kingdom in like a week.
Boo, Joe. Boo.
I was like, oh right. I was playing like 5 years ago. I was playing this Super Mario Picross, and I still need to get some retro achievements.
You just remember about Picross now?
Well, I finished, so I mastered the Game Boy one. I got all the retro achievements on the Game Boy one. I did that a little bit ago, and I was like, well, what's the next one I need to do? And I was trying to Pokemon Picross for a little bit, and I was like, well, maybe I'll come back to this. I'm like, this seems... Like the achievements seem a little tighter to get. I kind of like the casual nature of just like, no, all the achievements for this is just like,
Have been exterminated.
just do the puzzles.
Mm-hmm.
Like the achievements for Pokemon is like, well, you got to do under a time limit. I'm like, it's all right.
I
guess.
see.
But I want to just chill. I want to be on the toilet, play some Picross, and then finish my business and go about my day.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I can do that. I can play Tears of the Kingdom on the toilet. And maybe that's a good idea, but I feel like
you can take it with you.
You get too invested. I mean, I'll play some. I think I'm gonna play some on my Seattle trip, and then in the Dells.
Yeah.
We'll watch it. We haven't watched it this session. It's just the pink. It's really the pink.
It's got like little like.
My external appearance is down 5%. Shion, I need to be clean.
It's got like little like feathery things on the edges, and I don't like it.
Lace.
I don't like it. No, it is not lace.
Is this a thing? No. Beep boop. I am a robot. Ha 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 ha. Ha ha.
Cosmos, let's go.
Oh yeah! Look at all those boosts. I was trying to think how many JRPGs I have finished. And I could think of this obviously today, possibly. And then Final Fantasy IX, Mario RPG. I don't count Pokemon.
I'm sorry. Are you okay?
Barkley, Shut Up and Jam. Chrono Trigger.
Oh yeah, Chrono Trigger was one.
Mario Tennis for the Game Boy Color and Mario Golf for the Game Boy Color.
Those are not JRPGs.
They're not turn-based, but they're very much JRPGs. And that's about all I can think of. I got through, I think we determined it was a third of Final Fantasy IV. I got through maybe a couple hours of Final Fantasy X when we first had our PS2.
Oh yeah.
And then I was trying to think, like, Kingdom Hearts doesn't count. Kingdom Hearts is an action RPG.
Yeah.
Yeah, gotcha.
I'm trying to think what else
I'm gonna do my best.
we had.
Like, I never played that Final Fantasy Mystic Quest. I kind of want to, more just because of the music.
Mystic Quest?
Yeah. Why doesn't Pokemon count again? I feel like it's not. It's always one-on-ones, I guess. I don't know. Maybe it should count. I just didn't count it when I was thinking JRPGs.
I feel like it's definitely a JRPG.
I was thinking like determined characters with a story that goes with that.
I mean, you technically do.
I mean, in your team though, turn-based, like story-oriented. I guess. I mean, yeah, maybe I would then, because then my list basically doubles. Can I not? No, you can't. And I don't know, Fire Emblem is a tactical, so I didn't really count that. Although there's certainly JRPG elements. That's just different. Oh, I wouldn't say it's elitism on my part. I'm just, when I'm thinking about that, I'm just thinking like, I don't know, like just a classic JRPG. But I guess at that, by the same definition, like, yeah, it should really fall into that category. I played a good chunk of Persona. I never beat it. Like Persona 4.
Oh yeah, you did.
I feel like I put like 80 hours into that.
Yeah, you were playing it for a while. I do know that.
On the Vita.
Yeah.
Nanako, why? Make me some sausages. Yeah, I think, yeah, I would have to, because then it would be Pokemon Red, Yellow,
The enemies have been
Fire Red,
Oh, you played Yellow?
Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon, or Moon, Ultra Sun, Sword. I did not beat Scarlet. Or did I get Violet? I think I got Violet.
I don't know what you got.
No, I got Scarlet because I got the red dino that I ride on. But yeah, I beat
Which one did we
Yellow.
play? Ruby, right?
Ruby? Okay, yeah. Omega Ruby, yeah. But I never beat any of those DS ones. Like just, never beat the DS or the ones actually for the Game Boy besides like the Fire Red. So I never beat Emerald, I never beat any of those. It did not, I did not beat her. Sim Tower.
That is not a JRPG.
Okay, then Simcopter then.
It's closer.
Sometimes I think about old Kingstown.
My external appearance is down 5%.
Every day.
I know, I'm like, you bring it up every stream.
It was an important part of our canon.
Yeah.
You don't have Hello Kitty Joey without Penis Town. Just, you can't. It's the same sentence.
Glad we have that quoted on our wiki.
John Madden once said. Yeah, man, I'll press the switch, sure.
That means I gotta make a quote, huh?
I don't think I want that. Up you go. Wait, maybe I do want that down so I can... I mean, I've watched more than I feel like I've watched more classic JRPGs than I've beaten. Like, I've watched basically Final Fantasy 1 through 7. So there were 2 Let's Players that were doing the entire series. And they got to 7, and then that's where it died down. Which is farther than anybody thought they'd get. And obviously there's the classic 10. Playthrough. I haven't watched or played any of 12.
The enemies have been exterminated.
That's really good timing. T-Town.
What am I saying out of context in there? That I miss Penis Town? Forget it, Katie. It's Penis Town. No, the clip.
Sagas.
We'll change that, Joe. After Breath of the Winkle, I'm going to make you play Dragon Quest unless I need to redeem the other Xenosagas. I don't think you'll need to redeem it. I think these will be coming up. I don't know. Probably not immediately, obviously, but let's get that. Ryan, have you ever played a Dragon's Quest or Dragon Quest?
Yeah.
Who would have thought one of you?
I have. I can't remember the number.
Do you know what system it was for?
I think it was the most popular one, like 8. It was the guy with the bandana.
That does seem like your series.
It was pretty cool.
Okay. So this will do that. Okay. 8 is a good one, says Kit. Those Dragon Quest builders any good? I know
My friend likes them.
folks seem to like those too. They made 2 of them, for gosh sake. Is there a Dragon Quest cart? It's the mark of a true popular series. Eight was only popular because it came with the Final Fantasy XII demo. Didn't stop it from being great, though. Hold on. Do I have a way? Yes, I do. We don't need that down. Or up. Whoosh. There's a Dragon Quest Monsters, which is the Pokemon like. I didn't enjoy them as much. But they have their audience. I feel like when you've done that many games, like you have so many characters and like monsters and stuff where that could make sense. I don't think I ever really used Hero in Smash Ultimate. Also, isn't the composer like a jackass? I mean, so is the Halo composer. Marty O'Donnell is like a Nazi sympathizer, but...
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah. Yeah, he sucks. He fucking sucks. Great song. Hey, man, great. But also, that's why, like, apparently, like, they're pretty loose about his royalty stuff.
Okay, here we go.
It's a lot of boys. Ryan, is your favorite RPG you've ever played Chrono Trigger?
I don't know. I really liked Xenoblade 2.
Xenoblade 2? Okay. And then Katie, let me try to get you guess yours. 'Cause I think I know it. Is it Final Fantasy 12?
My favorite?
Yeah.
It's probably the only one I've really, really connected with.
Mario RPG?
I mean, Mario RPG is really good. I really like it. That one. I've played a few times.
Composer is a racist Japanese nationalist.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Xenoblade 2 or Final Fantasy 6. I love Final Fantasy.
Final Fantasy 6. Yeah, that I should have. Yep.
Sorry, are you okay?
Oh, I forgot. Big ones you liked.
Which one?
I don't feel. Huh?
What'd you say?
Oh, I said I should have figured that was one of the ones Ryan liked.
Mm-hmm.
I was gonna say I feel like I haven't finished enough JRPGs to really. I do have Summon Night, which is one I bought a while ago, and I really want to go play it, but it's gonna take me a long time because it's all in Japanese. So, but I've always wanted to play it for like 20 years. So, since I was in college.
Is Disgaea a JRPG?
It's a tactical game.
Oh, tactical. Okay.
Yeah. I do have the first one on PS2. That was one of the ones I wanted to try. I started it and I just never got back to it.
That was the thing I heard. I think he also wouldn't let them deviate much from the Dragon Quest original soundtrack to the point where they still you're using MIDI tunes in Dragon Quest XI's initial release. Yeah. I remember there was a big thing about that whole thing.
Now you guys are in trouble.
I get it, but just get a different composer.
And just don't use any of the old songs. Just it's that big of a thing. I don't know.
I have maybe a inflammatory opinion. None of the music that is in Smash Ultimate, at least. So it's a limited scope here. None of the Dragon Quest music in Smash Ultimate really, like, I was like, oh, this is okay. I see where this come from. Like, I feel like it kind of,
I don't know any of the Dragon Quest music, so I can't say.
I don't know that you play it for the music. Maybe you do. I don't know. I wouldn't play Xenosaga Episode 1 for the music, even though it does have some good tunes.
Like, this song is fine, but there's like 4 songs in this game.
Yeah. I haven't used canon in a while.
Oh, nice.
My external appearance is down 5%.
These look like little Axio monsters, and they're sad.
They can't get a different one because of popularity reason. Insanely popular. Can't release a Friday popular because people would call off from their jobs. Okay. Maybe they could kill him.
6 asterisks is after that. We do not condone.
I said they. I wouldn't. I can't kill nobody. I couldn't. I could barely kill a spider because I'm. There's definitely a few songs in Dragon's Quest that are worth keeping through the generations. Okay. Oh, he's dead.
Oh.
Oh. Well, ding dong then, I guess, right?
Yeah.
I really have zero idea what I'm talking about, so tell me to shut up if I need to. I could freely admit that. Someone on YouTube. It's like
they're just seething.
Recently. Oh, okay. Okay.
I see.
His contributions will forever be appreciated, but we must move on with a new composer. We've enlisted Trent Reznor for Dragon Quest XII. And Atticus Ross. I cannot wait for Chaos's outfit change. I cannot wait.
Well, at least, I mean, since he's
I knew it.
Oh,
I was gonna say, since he's dead, like maybe, I mean, you can kind of use strings now. Or whatever.
No.
Sorry. You can't use a Korg anymore, Joe. It's just
All
not.
battle systems are go.
This seems like a job for Erde Kaiser!
Ancient powers.
Oh, right.
Yes,
I
yes.
forgot you can skip it. I'm like, whoa.
My favorite thing that I've seen recently, Kit,
Who would have thought one of Miyuki's
because I misread your chat, but was I love that there's been like this entire album in the Super Mario 64 sound font. So it's like they did Meteora by Linkin Park in the Mario 64 sound font, and I'm like, this is, yeah, okay, cool. I'm in.
Wait, who did?
Someone on YouTube.
Oh.
Second wounded soldiers that were transferred to Milsha. It seems they were receiving treatment for psychological disorders, and then the camera panned to Chaos. Interesting. Like Earthbound, I think I fired up and then just bounced off. Not because it was bad, just because that's, you know, me. I know Steve really likes Earthbound.
Yeah, I have that, I think, on the Wii U, and I never did anything with it.
I had it on the 3DS, and I wanted to.
Mm-hmm.
I think I had it on the Wii as well. Was it on the Virtual Console on the Wii? I forget.
I don't think it was on the Wii. I think it came out on Wii U.
I think I would like, if I would ever, because I know people talk about, do you think there's a monster in here?
Of course.
Nope.
Ah.
When I hear about Earthbound 0, they call it now, or, you know, Mother 1. There's a ROM hack that makes the grind less bad, because apparently that game is notoriously bad. Has a notoriously bad grind to it.
Yeah. I mean, it's an old game.
It's an NES RPG, so yeah.
Yeah, you're gonna be. You want hours? You better work at those hours.
One RPG we will eventually have to play because someone's making achievements for it. Is the Sonic RPG.
Oh no!
One day. The one that you can miss. You can miss healing spells. I think it's what Tarsh said. That sounds hilarious.
Why?
I want to play it. It's a BioWare game.
Oh my god.
Yes.
I mean, I don't know, man.
Well, thanks for the save point.
I just remember that song.
It's so good. It's so good. It doesn't get any better than that, Katie.
No.
Now, has the worst OST. Yeah, let's go. It might just not speak to me, Kit. There might be some tunes that'll still none of them like jumped out to me. I think maybe in context also helps. If I'm playing a JRPG, I'm gonna want some JRPG-ass music, and that could do it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, especially the Dragon Quest theme, super recognizable. It's a YouTube that Kit posted. There's also a Dragon Quest animated movie on Netflix that I thought was actually really good.
I mean, that seems like a series that'll just never die, just like Final Fantasy, right? Like that, they're gonna make Dragon Quest games forever, right? Behold, I have to click that. Sonic Chronicles, yes, Central City.
Oh God.
Now that's music.
Also,
wasn't it something about like?
I
go ahead, Katie. No, go ahead.
I was gonna say I do recognize the Dragon Quest song. I was like, oh wait, they had this in Game Center CX. So
I was wondering why it sounded so discordant. Didn't realize Joe was playing it too. Whoa!
Look at this guy.
Get a load of this guy.
Get a load of this guy.
Well,
This guy in the back.
we don't have to.
He's just trying to be. He's just trying to beat the heat. Back there. Bye.
Okay, let's go on.
She just flips her hair.
And looks off forlornly. Dead eyes to the side of the fish.
I thought I read something about the Sonic Dark Brotherhood thing, where it was something like they had been programmed for a certain set of MIDI instruments, and then it was changed at like the last minute, and that's why it sounds the way it does.
That wouldn't surprise me. Like, you can tell there's pieces missing in there. Like,
the dragon rod. Yeah, it feels like it. Something like you put some text through a MIDI converter or something like that. There's a demon in my soul.
There's a demon inside me.
I kind of don't care about the demons right now. It's locked from the other side. Ryan, the Dragon Quest movie that was on Netflix is based on Dragon Quest V.
It was cool. I liked it. It's a fun story.
Sure, yeah. This sounds like a DS. Yeah, okay, DS music. Yep. Yeah, well, I know I'm going to be exposed to more Dragon Quest just because of my viewer base. And that's fine. I am coming into that completely clean. I know essentially nothing about Dragon Quest except that it is insanely popular. Five is the creator's favorite and has the most remakes besides 3. Yeah, it was original DS, then retooled on DS. Got it. Okay. Yeah. Yes, connect the sides. That's great. I don't remember what floor had the save room. Was it the control room? Yes.
Yeah.
That's good design right there. Give me the Dark Souls-esque door that leads straight to the save room. Yes. Thank you. Thank you, Katie.
You're welcome.
Yep. I pushed that to be there, and I'm glad you appreciate it.
All according to plan.
Huh? Oh, we have 17 for sure. Yeah.
8. Shit.
8.
I should have just done the thing. Well, I'm gonna do it anyway.
Well, I like your version too. Blood 9.
8.
Isn't that from 999?
Ice 9.
I know. That's a series I want Ryan to see so bad.
I know. I think he'd like go. I think he'd enjoy the. Ryan, I think you'd enjoy the puzzles. Yeah. Oh, I don't know anything about the second one.
I think the story. The fucking story.
Oh, the story's off. It's no.
Legendary gun hailed as ultimate firearm. Hell yeah. Wasn't from 999, just referenced in it. Oh god, it's so... Man, that game... That series. Ooh. We should probably put Junior in here, right? Because we want to summon our friend.
Yeah. Yeah, I want to see Skull Crush, man. Come on.
Skullfucker Johnson.
Yeah, that's what we're here for. Oh yeah, no, I knew that Ice 9 wasn't. Was not specifically.
I was just pulling a funny.
I just like how straight-faced they played it.
Every time, like that whole series is very straight-faced, and you're just kind of like, what? What? All right, well then I won't just Kaiser them.
Look at these goat men.
Magnum Joe!
Yeah.
Okay, here I come.
Give him to it, Great Joe.
So that gets better, apparently, the more we kill.
That's fair. How much? That didn't take much either. Like, what? Would it cost EP or whatever?
It does, yeah.
Yeah, it didn't cost that much.
Well, I think just the more every 5 Gnosis that Junior kills.
No, I know, but I mean, you can. Using it often isn't a.
No, it's not very expensive, no.
Yeah.
So if you really wanted to build that up, you can go into the EVS and go to like some old area with some shitty Gnosis. Just let Junior get to work.
Go
but
nuts. Yeah. Go insane.
Soul Rhapsody specifically. Okay.
Oh yeah. Okay.
The Bouncer.
That's a JRPG, right?
No. I had to think.
Joe, I don't think you know what a JRPG is.
Joe, I don't think you know what an RPG is.
How is it a JRPG? Well, you see, it's made in Japan, and you upgrade your character. RPG. Done.
Who knew?
Sign and print.
That was easy. Who knew it was that easy?
The judgment. No, I hate when people are like, well, then Zelda's an RPG. I'm like, it's really not.
I mean, it's an action RPG-ish.
Like, it's more just an adventure game.
It's more, yeah, no, it don't, yeah.
So, put it as that. Let's just shoot that. And now, oh wait, I go again.
Yeah, you know what, it is just an one thing.
Soul Rhapsody! Oh wow. That seems cool.
Mm-hmm. Sayonara, baby.
I've heard Zelda. What was that,
No.
Ryan?
Not really what I expected from
Yeah.
Soul Rhapsody.
Like, I guess it just lets the demons feed. And that's why it gets stronger. I have heard Zelda called a Metroidvania.
No. Even I know that's not correct.
Banjo-Kazooie is more of a Metroidvania.
With Metroidvania, I think, like...
Banjo-Tooie has Metroidvania aspects, honestly. It does. It's not a Metroidvania, though.
No.
I think of, like you get a weapon and then you could go to new places.
Yep.
Or you get an item
Yes.
and now you could go to new places.
Or an ability or something. Yeah. I feel like Metroidvania is maybe the one that people mess up the most in terms of like the definition and what game is a Metroidvania, what game isn't.
I feel like that's the most, like, straightforward one, though.
Yeah, is there a map? Are you unlocking new abilities as you go?
Yeah.
Can you go to different portions of the map once you've unlocked abilities? There you go.
You sometimes have to revisit maps
Yeah.
over and over just to get to different areas. Yep.
Done. Like Banjo-Tooie, you have to come back to certain maps once you get the ability to do stuff. So that's why I say, like, there's aspects of it. But the whole game progression is not based on that. Like, that's extra stuff. That's like, oh, I can get this jiggy now that I can do the drill thing. Donkey Kong 64. Well-known Metroidvania.
Now you're just trying to piss me off.
Zelda games can be a Metroidvania if you do randomizer. There you go.
Okay, that's yeah.
Certain places aren't accessible until you get a certain thing. You have to go around and find that stuff. All right, fine. I'll fight you. Have I seen the Jiggies of Time? Yes, I have. It's pretty cool. That's been on our list for quite a while, but I want to play regular Banjo because these chuckle fucks over here haven't played Banjo-Kazooie. Or finished Banjo-Kazooie.
I have.
You finished it?
I played Kazooie and Tooie.
I don't think I ever played Tooie. I think I finished the original.
Then I apologize for the chuckle fucks.
Yeah, you better.
But Jiggies of Time is very cool. It is Banjo-Kazooie done in Hyrule. Ocarina of Time specifically.
Interesting.
Yeah, it's super cool. Stop
I
it.
didn't say it was cool. I said it was interesting.
I'm letting you know it is super cool, Katie. Yeah, we're not gonna do this.
Your wings are off.
Kind of saggy.
Yeah. There's one extra, like, finger or whatever on one side.
Finger?
Man, I've been thinking a lot of playing, speaking of weird shit, Fingors. Been thinking a lot of Metal Gear 5.
Yeah, man. You should do it. Metal Gear 5 rules.
I know.
That game's so good.
I know.
Like, and you're done with all the story stuff. You're done with the maybe the weakest part about it.
I mean, if I were to play it on the PS4, yeah. If I were to start my PC run, then I'd have to start over, which is fine.
I mean,
because then I could play as Kaz, so whatever.
Do what I did, which was get a 100% save and then do the New Game Plus.
Oh.
And that way you don't have to worry about any of that.
No, it's fine. It's fun to play through. I don't care. It's been a few years.
Just like Body Wars at the Field Museum.
Was it? Is that what it was called?
No.
Was it the Field or was it the Museum of Science and Industry?
Science and Industry, yeah, you're right.
And that was like...
But it was Body Wars, I thought.
Was it Body Wars?
I think so.
Sliced up people?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It was
and
a little...
horse.
And a horse. It was a little, like, off-putting, but it was also, like, really cool.
I don't like it.
Like, it is, like, oh my god, that's... Wow.
I like how I spelled Body Wars as Sabi Wars. That's good.
Sabi Wars.
Actually, no, I need to go back in there. You guys keep requieming them souls. On it. On it, coach.
Body Worlds.
Worlds.
Yeah, that sounds more, education-y.
Yeah.
Body Wars.
Body Wars was right at Disney World, wasn't it?
Yeah. That's what I was like, I don't think that's right, but I don't remember what else it would have been called, so...
Revealed by ancient paladins.
I say I don't like it, and then I go click on the website, because I'm smart.
It's super fucking interesting.
It's interesting, but it's like...
If any of you are in Chicago, first of all, hit us up. Second of all, go to the Museum of Science and Industry. There we go.
Science and Industry is cool anyway. I don't think Body Worlds is there anymore, though.
Like, even if it's there or not. Like,
Yeah,
school
it's a cool
museum.
Yeah. You can go watch a Buster Keaton movie. How does he know?
We're loud.
Yeah, we are kind of just stomping around, huh?
So I have explored this thoroughly. Oh wait, we can go back up to that. We opened that thing. Okay. I don't know. I don't remember what floor that was on, but I do know that there's a thing we can do.
I forgot they had like a whole fucking ship in there.
Yeah. It's crazy. It's cool. They have like a tornado in there.
Science is cool.
Yeah, I wish they were still doing like Bill Nye stuff. Like he doesn't have a show anymore, right?
I don't think so. Oh, it was this U-505 submarine. That's what it is. That's what's over there.
Yeah, and you can like go on it too.
You go in a coal mine thing. You get to go see the baby chicks they have there all the time.
Cool ass museum.
Who would have thought one of Miyuki's inventions?
And then go hit up Blue Malnati's and it's a good day.
Good day. Or Giordano's.
Or Giordano's. Actually, yeah, if you're downtown, you should probably. Well, unless you can go to the original. If you can go to the original Pizzeria Uno, you should do that.
Yeah.
That shit's good. Actually, thinking about it, I don't think one of my friends in town. I don't think we've ever gone to that, so maybe that should be on the list of things to do.
This is the one I like. The exhibit, Yesterday's Main Street, and it's like you walk down the street of 1900s Chicago.
Oh, that's cool.
And that's where you can see that. That's where you can see the Buster Keaton movie. They have like Charlie Chaplin and Buster Keaton in a side theater.
I don't think I remember that, but that sounds awesome.
It's on the first floor. I remember where it's at. It's right by where you go to the coal mine thing. Commentary.
The Field Museum, is that the one that has like the fake lava?
Yes.
Oh, they had so they had the fake lava there when we were going there on a field trip in grade school. And I remember one of the chaperones leaned over and was like, "Ow!" like, 'cause he touched it. And I'm like thinking about it now. I'm like, I don't think that was actually hot. Wait a minute.
Wait a minute.
Me as a kid just like believed that, like, oh my god, yeah, it's like real lava.
Real lava.
Oh.
Oh yeah, there's Spinosaurus there now.
Oh shit. And Sue. It was so cool to see Sue.
Oh, that
Okay.
exhibit's really great.
Katie, have you ever had to do any IT work at Sue?
Huh?
Oh, I'm thinking the wrong museum. Never mind.
Yeah, I'm at the Art Institute.
Never mind.
I'm like,
would you?
what? Oh, I would love it. But I also think I would be in a different department. I feel like that would be something that's audiovisual that would be supportive for that rather than fixing the employees' computers.
To help this guy with his fucking Mac.
Guy with his I can't do. Oh, so we had something happen yesterday. So speaking of Max, somebody decided to install NTFS for Mac, which I guess is just, I guess it's an app that just allows you to use an external hard drive with NTFS format. Is my guess. I don't know what it is.
On your work computer?
Yes.
You install that?
We didn't.
I mean like them.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
So,
Well.
Oh. No.
Well, that's okay.
Oh, that's alright.
We'll take care of it.
So yeah, we installed this. We didn't install this program. He requested to have it installed and just needed the admin. So we signed in, did the admin, and then all of a sudden it's like, well, we need to have access to a specific security thing, and you need to reboot your computer and go into this mode to get it to do it. I'm like, no, we're not doing that. Apparently he had 2 different hard drives plugged in. In between us, I say us, it was my coworker. My coworker signing in with the admin thing and me coming back from across the street and having lunch. This guy's drive couldn't be found anymore. So, and I'm like, I get back and my coworker's like, I don't know what to do. And I'm like,
nice work, man.
I mean, it wasn't his fault. He didn't do anything. But
he did. He installed that thing, though.
He installed it because he was told to install it, but he didn't actually do anything to the drive. The guy must have done something to the drive in between point A and point B. And I'm guessing he like fucking just bricked it. I don't know.
Whoever's like, yeah, install the thing. First of all, on a work computer, especially when you're dealing with like file system types like that, NTFS, like, nah, you don't fuck around with that.
No.
Like,
and the thing was, his old drive wasn't NTFS formatted. So I don't know why he needed this. I don't know why he had it plugged in. I don't know any of this. All I know is I got on and they're like, can you try to see if you can get it to pull up? And I'm like, I can't even get the thing in disk utility to recognize that there's a drive connected.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah, the thing sounds dead. That sounds dead.
Yeah, I'm like, do you have another computer you can try to test to, just see if it recognizes it? And he's like, I don't know another computer. I'm like, well,
sorry, bud.
Sucks.
We're gonna have to get you a new one.
Oh, we don't supply the externals either. That's not ours.
Oh.
It's not our external.
Sorry, bud.
So it's not external.
We don't allow external drives, so that's...
Yeah.
We don't really support that. We don't support... we can say, like, we don't support the software. We don't support the external. We don't support... We're just... You said you wanted us to use it. We're like, okay.
I straight up would think I had IT calling me. Do I want to jump down?
Sure.
Let's maybe check the other side real quick.
Oh, yeah, no, that might be...
Down is up!
I think I straight up had IT call it, like hit me up on Teams once I inserted, like, a thumb drive. I'm like, no, I'm just trying to...
No. Ours are just turned off. Like, USBs just don't work.
I mean, it's the Mac, so...
I have like a 2-hour window once I disconnect from VPN where I can use Twitch on my work computer. I found. But then it like kicks in and I can no longer use Twitch.
Interesting.
Yeah, like it's not even the VPN
matter when you're
doing
not
it.
on.
No.
Yeah, it's
no,
weird.
it is. I'm over here. Let me just hover over this thing over here. It's either force point Or there was something else. Like crowd strike.
It's probably some MDM thing.
Yeah.
That's like pushing out group policy even though you're not on the network. That's weird. I'm sure there's shit like that nowadays, but it's just weird for me to think about.
Ow. It's dumb. Like Twitch, like I feel like who cares? Especially when
I watch Twitch at work.
Now, especially like if everything was blocked, then fine, whatever. But everything else is fine. Hulu, Netflix, Disney Plus, YouTube.
It's usually at like the end of the day, though.
Huh?
Like, for me, I've watched YouTube at work, but it's usually, or not YouTube. Well, I had music playing through YouTube at work, but I had Twitch playing at work, but I don't. A, it's not loud. B, it's usually like end of day, just having something in the background while I work. Because everyone else is gone.
Just have computers that are off network. Because I'm a system administrator.
Yeah, you can do whatever. You can do whatever, Ryan. Shut up.
Ryan has like Steam installed on a work computer. Like, what? Like when I first started.
No, I don't do that.
When I first started, like they're like, yeah, we got like a Minecraft server going at work. It's great. And then that slowly went away once they went public.
Yep. Yeah, that's the thing. You can do that when you're in the private sector, but when you're in when you're public, man, you got people to answer to.
Dumb. All right, let's drop down. Hell yeah, brother. Whee!
Wow, that's a big jump. Damn, Shan.
Oh, cool. Oh, cool.
Eggs.
Oh, cool.
What?
I've come this far, I can't lose now.
Guy, friends, we have an option here.
Protodora!
We have an option.
You do. That's up to you.
Ryan, what do you say?
Yeah.
All right.
Reveal thy ancient powers to us.
Annihilate him.
We did the work to get this, you know? We got all the codes.
Yeah.
We used the power of friendship. I'm going to watch the whole animation because it's good.
I mean, I feel like this is a time where this is okay. I wanted to see Joe at work. Not you, Joe. The other
Joe. Great Joe. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, great Joe at work. If it got too long, I would have been like, yeah, go ahead and use it. Who cares? But I wanted to see...
Well, we can put Great Joe to work. This is not the final boss, I don't think.
Highly doubt it.
That'd be some shit if this was the final boss.
I would laugh.
This seems like one of those bosses in the factory in Mario RPG.
Yeah.
Because I do oh, we have a nice amount of EP, like total EP for Xion. I didn't even realize. Hell yeah.
Yeah, we do.
What?
Wow. He's got a lot of health.
Well, we have other methods. The funniest thing was when I asked about, like, hey, there's no reason, like, Twitch should be blocked. They're like, well, just watch it on your phone. What? So then what's the fucking difference? I'm constantly watching Twitch using my work PC since they had me take it from the office when I started working at home, and I don't have a PC of my own, just like a 7-year-old laptop. Yeah. I'm always on mobile. I'll do YouTube on work computer, but that's about it.
I don't want to know what employees are doing on their work computers.
I already know our employees are fucking up.
Just fucking slamming the salmon. Just going to town.
Oh, I didn't want to think about that.
I don't know. I was just trying to think that.
They got me all these screens to work from home. I only use one. I don't know what to do with the other two, so I just play porn.
Porn. It's the only thing that makes sense.
I just don't. I mean, like, where did this guy find this NTFS program? Like, how did he?
Yeah.
I don't understand.
They used to block GameStop at my office. Like, I think that I'll try it. One sec. I have to try now. Nope, blocked.
Wow.
Games.
I was gonna say video games.
Just says games. ESPN isn't blocked. I can go there all I want.
That's a game. Or that's got games. It's got game.
They do got game over at ESPN.
I'm gonna have to write to them, your bosses or your IT department, and be like, "Hey, this
so
has got
dumb.
game."
This is a good idea.
Facebook fine, IGN no. Yep. Bop, bop. Yeah, it's just ridiculous. I don't know. I get, like, you know... Oh, these aren't Gnosis. I shouldn't really care about getting these with the Requiem. I get, like, hey, like, don't go on, like, questionable sites. Come on, you're working. But, like...
I mean, yeah.
Having background entertainment while you work, I think, is good for... A, good for morale. And B, like, just a thing people do nowadays. Like, fucking deal with it. They made a good section of us, like, come back into the office.
Yeah.
And I'm
They
like...
just bought that building, Joe.
I know they did. And I'm like, well, they're clearly just trying to, you know, make up their investment on that, on the office space.
Yeah.
Which I think is a bad reason.
We're moving people back in.
Yeah.
Beep, beep, beep. It's happening. You know, all CEOs and like and executives have their own outside clubs or whatnot that they talk to the plan stuff.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Slam.
All right, let's call it a day.
All right. That's the stream, everybody.
Wow.
Our playthrough of Xenosaga, but we can only play until that ending of Junior happens. Wait, how's our team? What are we looking at here? There you go. Everybody else seems all right. You want to keep Junior in there?
Sure.
Yeah.
If you don't want to, that's fine.
No.
I don't care.
You two are the council, and I will do what the council says.
I just heard there was silence after that, and I thought you were doubting.
I mean, if we're up to me, I'd put Momo in there, but...
I am the Senate. Zero none. It's the center of everything.
Lost Jerusalem.
Oh, what?
What?
This is important.
Because it's lost.
Yeah, it's lost.
Wow.
Go back to Jerusalem.
I thought you knew something about the story, Ryan, for a second.
I do.
Oh, okay. Was Lost Jerusalem a thing that shows up in, like, Blade?
Blade?
Xenoblade?
Future.
Not the movie Blade, not Wesley Snipes. That'd be cool,
no,
though.
It does. Maybe it does. I have my theories about how Xenosaga and Xenoblade Chronicles connect.
Okay.
But I can't talk about it until we do all 3 episodes, because my theory obviously involves the end of Xenosaga to be connected. Okay, well, that's not as... my theory is Xenosaga goes into Xenoblade Chronicles.
Okay. Do you know pretty much the story for the Xeno episodes 1, 2, and 3, or like the main portions at least?
Yeah. So I've watched. There are on YouTube like just the Xenosaga episode 1 quote unquote movie. It just shows all the cutscenes as they go through.
Okay.
And episode 3 has pretty. So the first 2, at least how they were presented on YouTube, they show scenes that are not voice acted because they're still important to read. But the third one's super voice acted, so there's just a lot. And the third one is very good. And then I watched because I still had questions after watching them, because I was like, this is crazy. Like there's a lot to this game, this series.
Sure, yeah.
And so I've watched more videos on them of how things all connect and stuff like that. It's very good. This is very good series.
Is it worth it to play Xenoblade after we're done with these 2? Or
if
these
you like
3?
the story and I suppose I think so. Like I said, I even said Xenoblade Chronicles 2 is one of my favorite RPGs, and you could get Cosmos in Xenoblade 2, which is again super cool. It's all luck. So I didn't even know they were in there, because Telos is another android in this series, and she's in there too. I didn't even know those 2 were in there, and I got her as one of my first, and I was like, oh, this is sick. Yeah, just those 2 though. No other references, kind of. There's a ton of references in between the games, like the Zohar continues throughout. You see the Zohar shape everywhere in Xenoblade. All of them.
Do you know... Did you play 3?
Yeah, I didn't like 3 as much. 3 was more sad, and 3 was really sad.
Tark says I would go back to Gears first, especially after 3. Episode 3.
I haven't played any of the DLC for episode 3, which I think I should. 3 is really fun. 3 is like a job-based system. All 3 of them are different. It's really cool. The Xenoblades, at least. The first one is your characters are what they do, and their placement hits, where you are around the enemy to do your special move, makes it much more stronger. Backslash, because backslash. And in the second one, your position still matters, but you also get a buddy that you're linked to that fights with you, and it's real cool. And then the third one is a class-based system, job class, and really good. But like I said, even the ending is one of those where it's a bittersweet ending.
Sure.
You are happy, but at the same time you're like, oh. The whole episode 3 was just very... It connected 1 and 2, which I really like, but the world in 3 was just very dark.
I mean, this does not seem like a happy universe.
This is gonna be fun.
No.
It seems actually kind of shitty.
Yeah. And a lot of the things that I would talk about in Xenosaga, there's many characters we haven't met, and we don't meet until 2 or even 3. But there are important characters that you don't even know are very important that you've met, probably. Okay, and then there's me on the other hand. Shit's fucked up. I love this. It's really fucked up in 3, though.
I'll forever remember Ryan in watching Metal Gear Solid 5. This guy is fucked up.
That guy is so messed up. And he doesn't know. He just doesn't know.
I'm also glad you liked that twist. I'm glad you enjoyed that, because I feel like that a lot of people are like, why was this in here? But I'm like, I don't know. I think it's cool.
I think it's neat. I think it's a cool little... This guy is fucked up.
Just extra funny for Snake.
Yeah.
Oh. This is it? Cool. That's great, man.
Congratulations.
Doom RPG. There's another RPG I've beaten.
Yeah.
It's turn-based. It's great. That game slaps.
Momo. Mommy never.
I consider Mario RPG as
what this
yeah.
facility actually was responsible for during the
J.
Milsham
If it's
conflict.
made by Squaresoft, I'm like, it's a JRPG.
I think I know.
Well, an RPG made by Squaresoft.
Yeah.
Daddy died.
Daddy did die.
That vision was
Yeah, Daddy, like,
and what happened after
jumped off a building or was exploded off a building?
Oh.
You know, spoiler alert, throughout the whole series, you never know.
Oh, okay.
It's just like Mommy said. This is an abominable
But there was an explosion.
machine.
Yeah.
The Bouncer.
A lot of people died because of my birth. Does that mean I'm an abomination as well? Just like Daddy?
No. A lot of stuff
That's not how.
happened at your birth.
Yeah, that's not how it works. But
No!
Like, I like this song.
No parent could ever say that. Shion? Even though you're a Realian, you're still their child, right? No parent would ever think of their own child as abominations. Surely.
You should talk to my parents. I'm just kidding.
what?
I'm just kidding.
Mom
I'm cool as hell, and they're always like, Joe, you're cool as... Ah!
New Joe says, by the way, the Twix cookie this week, not so good, surprisingly. I'm not a fan of the cold ones. Oh, that's why. Oh, I like the cold. Maybe I'll like it.
Yeah, I think I'll like it
The
then.
hummingbird one was great, but I felt like they played up the spiced pineapple cookie a little much. It just tasted like a regular cookie.
Okay.
Oh, really? That's unfortunate.
That's
like, yeah, I guess
okay.
when I'm thinking pineapple, really, what am I expecting to taste in a cookie? Like, I'm not expecting fruit chunks. I'm not. Yeah.
They had a little like juice or whatever. Like,
Yeah, but
what
how are you
makes
gonna
it
taste that in a
spice?
cookie? Because I mean, a pineapple or fruit in general is so juicy, and you don't,
Yeah, I don't
have
know.
juice in a cookie
Yeah.
because it's baked and it evaporates. So you have the somewhat flavor, but the somewhat flavor of pineapple is easy to miss.
Yeah.
Pineapple cookies sound interesting to me, but like pineapple's such like a sour taste in my mind, and a good sour. I love pineapple. I feel like pineapple chunks would make the most sense. Just adding pineapple juice to like a cookie doesn't really sound like that great to me.
Dried pineapples.
Yeah, dried
dried.
pineapple. Yep.
Yeah, maybe if because they've done that, like the lemon cookie and stuff. Like you could get a big pineapple ring to put on top of the cookie.
Sure. Also, hello, Ping and Bard, and Ed. I think Ed was here early on for some Yakuza music.
Yakuza.
Ed was doing some great work as the teacher bird, and had a full boyfriend.
Oh yeah.
Katie
Always
did.
Good to have a teacher.
Katie did a great 3 lines.
Mm-hmm.
And then I was apparently just Severus Snape. Apparently, Alan
You
Rickman.
kind of were. You were Alan Rickman Severus. Yeah.
I wanted, like, I can't do Orson Welles well, so I just wanted to do that voice, and it just kind of worked.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it works out.
I feel like it works for him.
You were just like, I was waiting for you to say, "I am Snape, the potions master," or whatever.
Snape, the potions master.
Potions master.
Wingardium Leviosa.
Wingardium Leviosa, whatever.
Or whatever the fuck, I don't know.
I'm now your defense against dark arts teacher, Professor.
Lurking and working, hell yeah.
What do they call teachers in Japanese or
Sensei.
Japan? Like sensei, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Because I always think of professor as like British.
Yeah, I can see that. Are we gonna do like Ninja Turtles here?
It's always like Ninja Turtles. My toes, my toes,
My toes, my toe! That was fun. Those games were fun. Ah!
Oh, here he comes.
He's
baby.
praising the Lord. Oh, baby.
Hands up.
I got no time for wusses like you.
What did you say?
I have
No time for wusses like you.
Wusses,
Yeah.
okay.
I've been wearing my white shoes so I could break them in for PAX for cosplay day.
Oh, yeah.
Darn what?
I have moleskin patches if you need it for like your heels. Because I've discovered the beauty of those when I went to Salem. They're very useful and very helpful.
Yeah, they really protect you. If you start feeling an itch in your heel with new shoes, if you have those available, yeah, like you will save yourself some pain.
That fucks you up for like the rest of the trip. And COVID's on the rise again, so I wonder if we'll have to wear masks.
Yeah, it is.
I'd probably, with that many people, I'm probably gonna do it anyway.
I did check; those tickets are still on sale, so we did not need to hurry like we did. But you never know. Yeah, we didn't pay extra for them,
No.
Okay, let's go on.
And like today, when I was on the train, some woman just was like hacking up her lungs in front of me.
Great.
She did have a mask on, thankfully, but like I was still like, I'm just gonna put one on today.
Yep.
Yeah, we're bringing starting in September. You know, probably COVID prime time.
Yeah,
Everyone's
I
coming
might
back.
just go
Yes,
get.
come back during flu season.
Whoa.
It's a great idea.
Yeah, I might just go get the thing anyway.
I'm gonna
I
get
last got
the
it
new
in, like,
one.
December. Yeah, I think
When it
I last
shows
got
up.
it in December.
I got mine in September. I was thinking about it, but HP recovery. Thank
you.
What?
Thanks. Now die.
Why did they do that? They're like, Cosmos, you look down.
Oh, unless they have like
This
a
battle
move
just
that.
isn't fair. We'll help you out.
I wonder if they have like a move that's like only affects you if you have max health or something. I don't know. That's the only thing I can think of, like setting it up.
Maybe.
Blam.
They're dead.
Who would have
Oh,
thought
that had a
these
cross.
inventions would come in handy?
Yeah, I didn't.
Xian, you did. You've been using that invention the entire time. You knew. Oh my god. Give her some gosh darn credit, Cheon. Oops, I didn't mean to use that one.
Good thing you get a bunch of those from gambling.
Yeah. The ether stuff I actually bought.
Oh.
Raise your hands in the air. Yeah. I wanted to stock up because of once I got the once I got to the Kaiser, I was like, I don't wish to fight you. I don't wish to fight you. So I'm gonna send a Gundam at you, or I'm gonna send the Megazord at you. It sends this lady, and then blam.
She breaks reality.
Some enemies.
Oh, he's got a tree.
Yeah, the other one did too. The other one like branches.
Mm-hmm.
Tree tail.
Wait, what was the name? Adrazel? Just like Yggdrasil?
Azazel. No.
Oh, okay.
A-Z-E-L.
It's just like a boss rush type of thing. Wait. Hello.
Oh,
wait, that's like a second one.
Too. Are you Azazel Jr.?
I am Chris.
Azazel's brother.
Ah.
And, Azazel and them. What's with the backhand arms?
Ooh. They're holding up their halos.
They just don't care.
Thanks again. Azazel and
I was gonna say, are these now like turning into angels instead of like Gnosis? Because
these kind of look like that, right? These kind of look like the how angels look.
Yeah.
Like the
eyes everywhere and wheels within wheels.
Appendages kind of sticking out. See, there's crosses.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Just like Jesus.
I don't know if it's a cross or if that's like the
It's in the shape.
chakra thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Similar shape, one way or another.
Yeah.
That reminds me, do either of you guys know or like the band or artist, I don't know how to refer to them, as Ghost?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Artist?
Yeah. Have you listened to a decent amount of Ghost?
Just like that first album.
I don't know why they're lumped in with metal.
Metal?
Yeah, they get lumped in with metal a lot. Like, I'm like, I don't think so.
I figured it would be more like
a theatrical rock.
Oh.
The Mary on the Cross. That's like their big song that.
Was it a recent? I haven't listened to them, and so like, it's got to be almost 10 years now.
Like if you give it a quick listen, it's just like it's not. I'm like, why? They're touring with Amon Amarth, who is very much that's Viking metal, but like also they're pretty growly vocals. Tree.
Oh, you know what? I'm thinking of a different group.
I just wanted your take on that because if you had listened to him. Thank you. HP reverse. This is what I'm talking about, Ryan. What are they doing? Oh.
They're not doing much.
Now I'm stinky. What if I take the damage that I dish out now? Well, whatever, they're dead.
Great! I collected some good data.
We are leveling the fuck up in here. Which also means maybe we should do some...
They kind of remind me of like some weird fantasy rock group.
Right?
Yeah.
Like, they sound like straight out of the 70s.
Yeah.
Which isn't necessarily a bad thing, but...
What am I thinking of? I don't know. I don't even remember the name of the song.
Oh yeah, there we go. Is that a little easier?
Here we go. Ghostface Killer. That's who it is.
Ghostface Killer. Just very, very different, Katie.
I know. I'm just going down this list and looking at the names of ghosts in it.
There's that Ladytron song. Which is a pretty sweet song.
I do like them.
No, wait.
No, wait. Oh, Kaiser time.
Are there so many?
I know, that's why I'm being kind of... I'm doing a liberal use of the Kaiser. Because it's quick.
Your orders, Xion?
Yeah. Do this. Wrong one. Do it on the boy. Don't do that. Okay.
I don't think Cosmos should be able to sleep.
Put it in sleep mode.
Cosmos. Cosmos!
Like, just closing the laptop. She folds like a lawn chair.
Oh no.
Who would have thought one of Miyuki's inventions would come in handy?
Like, you'd think the angels or whatever behind them would see this. Us just basically, essentially walking through this path with our big Megazord. And be like,
I just like to think it's happening too quick for them to even like realize. It's just like.
I think I can sneak by one of them.
Cosmos, activate open effect.
This one's a tough battle. Oh, Kung Chao.
I don't remember. I think it's. Nah, it's not.
Angelic Requiem.
Bitches.
Yeah, but it's weird that he's got 4 wings on one side and 3 on the other. Maybe they wanted to do a. Maybe it's not supposed to be wings, and they wanted to do some number of 7 for some reason.
Or something.
Because it's the holy number.
Yeah, but even though his hand is labeled 666.
Just like Monster being 3 claws. What's 3? Mocking the Holy Trinity, clearly.
Clearly. What has 3 claws? The monsters?
Monster cans, or the Monster logo.
Oh my god, I was thinking in this game.
You said monster cans. I'm thinking you're thinking
Just huge tits. Huge tracts of land.
Like, so why?
Big old monster gazongas over here.
We already had the monster dong. What?
Oh.
We did.
We did. That's not. I wasn't lying.
They stay throughout everything, too.
Oh, I kind of wish we put Momo in here. I don't know if we're going to go right into a fight.
No, probably not.
And we're running towards the big thing in the center.
You're late.
Clunk, 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 clunk.
I was about to give up on you, Rubido.
Oh, fucking albedo.
This thing has a full belly already.
This thing is a full belly already.
Oh shit, that's too high!
Crunch.
Credits.
Well then, what shall we do now? Shall we continue where we left off?
It's ankles.
I've had dreams. From any dreams that I remember, dreams of falling or jumping from great heights seem to stick with me for some reason.
Sure.
And I used to fall and like I would literally like wake up in bed and like jump. Yeah. And now sometimes I like jump in like Superman land or superhero land, and I'm like, yeah, I did it. And then I wake up because I'm like, this is a dream.
Perception and pain.
It's weird that you wake up when your body consciously realizes you're dreaming.
Feel my pain for yourself.
Okay. Should we fight him a little bit?
There's no turning back. Let's do it.
Yeah, maybe he's got more than 9,999 health.
Yeah, do it.
He's probably got phases. Oh, he's got
I
like
don't like this already.
Yeah, he's got a suck.
Let's kill him.
Well, let's do a little bit.
Let's see how they're doing, I guess.
Just like, hey.
Oh, we don't have a healer either.
No.
Which makes me like kind of nervous moving forward.
No, I mean we could die and then whatever.
No, because when's our last save, Katie?
Oh.
So I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna stretch real quick.
I think you should just kill him.
There we go. Okay. I'm gonna just kill him, Joe.
Just end it.
Do away with him.
Oh, Seraphim with 7 wings may be biblical. See, yeah, that makes sense. 7.
They also had like. Were they just? They had like. I thought they had like 9 wings, and it was like covering their hands and legs and face, and they all had eyes on them.
I mean,
the wings had eyes. I remember that for a lot of angels.
Yeah.
A lot of angels had a lot of eyes. Which I really wonder what they thought they were. Like, why eyes?
Because they're creepy.
They're cool.
And they see
Because they
all.
can perceive everything, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that was one of it. That the more eyes people had in the past, it was described as the more knowledge, the more wise they were.
Bloodborne.
They knew everything. They could see everything. See even omnipotence.
Au contraire.
Bloodborne.
I am doing all this for your sake, Rubido.
For
Shut
my
up.
sake?
Have you forgotten, Rubido?
Shut up.
That fateful day 14 years ago? Have you forgotten what you did to us? It's all because of you.
Yeah, well.
Because you closed
Mistakes
yourself
happen.
off from us. Our mental link was broken. And one after another, we succumbed to the power of the song. Left behind in that horror. Did we have any choice but to submit to it? Remember what happened, and repent for your sin.
It's true, I mean...
So you finally admit to it, you coward!
All right! Damn it! I couldn't control my fear!
Junior.
Yes, and therefore you must atone for your sins. Atone with your life. I am the executor for all those who were destroyed.
The Pokemon?
Although, I'm actually grateful to you, Rubido. Thanks to you, I alone was able to find the way to a whole new world.
Really?
What do you mean, a whole new world?
That's all that I seek. It's quite simple. Don't you think?
What the hell are you talking about?
At first, I wasn't sure if I should believe, but I experienced something a moment ago that confirmed it. And this ought to verify that experience for me. Entertain me, if you will.
Mystery Skulls. That's the band I was thinking of.
Oh, okay.
And their song is called Ghost.
I was like, I'll find it. I gotta Google it a few.
Damn! You fused the Gnosis with the reactor?
You must first destroy this in order to stop Proto-Merkaba.
Just a Jello mold.
You do realize that... Oh, almost forgot the time. Not much left now. I'd say 5 minutes at best. I wonder how far you'll get in your current condition.
He's so cruel. He's tormenting Junior just for fun.
Farewell. I'm sure we'll meet again if you survive. Rubido, my other half.
Oh, that's a good cape thing.
Yeah.
All right, he kind of won me over with the cape thing. They really do look. This is very angelic, right?
Oh yeah.
That look like eyes and that look like wings. One. He's also got this thing. Also has tentacles, I guess. But
Damn it! We have to destroy this thing first.
Right.
This
takes priority.
Be careful,
a
everyone.
we.
That's no longer just a machine.
All right. Let's do it, Cosmos. Affirmative. Switching
Affirmative.
output for all combat systems.
Yeah, do it, Cosmos.
Well, now I have to do. I have to get Xion some more EP. Oh, cool. Okay, good.
Disabling auto safety.
Wow,
Destroy all
like
targets.
different music.
Yeah, I was gonna say, wow, his new music.
It's Max.
Good.
We're doing this without a healer, which is again kind of scary. Yeah.
All right.
Monster, I missed this earlier, but Monster Dog, everyone's favorite Persona monster, Mara. I forgot about that. God.
It's the final boss. You sure you want to one-shot it? We'll give it a good go for a while. I did want to just have some EP ready to go in case things look a little hairy.
So wait, we don't fight Albedo or whatever?
I will also, after this move, I don't know, should I get up and stretch again, or?
No, it's up to you.
You already stretched before, you're fine.
All right.
Yeah.
We did a one-shot on that one anyway, so that's easy.
That's true, that's true. And you can skip the cutscene. All right.
Charging.
Let's see. What do you have?
I forgot you use the HD texture thing. This looks good.
Yeah.
It's like, wow, everyone looks so crisp.
Should I should probably Magnum Joe at least once, but should I try to steal from this, you think?
No, it's the final boss.
Alright, well, we may as well use Magnum Joe early on. Or Great Joe.
Get him, Joe. Get him, Joe.
He's so cool.
I love him. Bye. Oh. Okay.
Hmm. Also, Junior has boost, which is really helpful.
Yeah.
Actually, what did I give Cosmos? Cosmos might actually have Medica all. Let's see. Yeah, okay. Phew. And Purifying Storm. Okay, I was smart. Wow.
Nice.
I was a little worried.
It's good to have it on multiple people rather than just one.
Yeah. How about physical attacks? What are we looking at?
Charging. Our dragon.
That wasn't even a crit. Angelic?
Sophie. Interesting. The name of this boss.
Sophie?
Sophie something. Sophia is a ancient Gnostis reference.
Hate those.
Wonder if saving for the scythe would be worth it.
I mean, might as well.
Sure.
You got a wormy.
Pathos is persuade. So, using knowledge to persuade. Persuasive wisdom.
I'm glad there's music. I'm glad there's like final boss music. I'm gonna be honest, I was a little worried there wouldn't be. Scythe.
Well, I didn't expect this to be like a boss. Definitely an ending boss, but not the final.
Yeah.
Well, in the series that's 3 episodes, I also did not figure there would be a very super definitive ending, you know?
Oh yeah, I didn't think it would be definitive or anything like that, but I thought we'd fight Albedo again.
They need to keep him around for the next one.
No, I think there's a lot of other shit going on.
Yeah. There's
a lot of other things they could go with, but that's okay. It's okay.
I mean, we're gonna fight and try to kill the immortal guy. I mean, that's pretty accomplishing, right?
Yeah.
Immortal guy.
I mean,
I know.
He's kind of immortal. You can blow off his head and regenerate it.
That's what I meant. That's Albedo.
Yeah. And that's who we're killing. Didn't he morph into this or something?
No, he jumped away.
Oh.
He walked away with this cape sweep.
Yes, he did. It was pretty cool.
It was a good
You
cape sweep.
gotta hand it to him.
He's like, I fused, or he didn't say it. They're like, oh no, you fused the Gnosis with the reactor. He's like, and I'll do it again, and walked away.
You like it, I do it again.
You like it, I do it again.
That's for the Wisconsin fans. Oh, did we win?
Did I win?
Oh, did I win?
Oh, we did really well.
Yeah, okay, I'm kind of glad I didn't do the
Yeah.
Kaiser there.
When I saw you were critting over 1,000, I'm like, oh, this won't be bad.
I know that
We'll be caught in the explosion. We have to get out of here quickly.
did not have, it had over 10,000 HP, so we would not have one-shotted it.
More explosions?
Cosmos turn into
It's faint.
turn into little jet bike we
It's a
created.
car, yeah.
Xion,
Yeah.
I have confirmation of ignition in the Proto-Merkaba's propulsion units. It is
Oh,
descending to
yeah.
a second Milsha now.
Whoa!
What?
Oh shit!
Oh no. The Beyblade is going towards the
For the ultimate rip. I think that's what they call those.
Yeah.
There he is.
Well then.
I'll rate
just
this
see how
stupid
powerful
neck
you
seatbelt
are.
thing.
Fucking albedo.
Cosmos, are you sure?
Yes. Should its descent continue at present speed, it will enter the atmosphere in approximately 8 minutes.
Looks like he planned this from the very beginning.
That bastard. He's got too many tricks up his sleeve.
We have to do something. If something as large as this impacts at full speed, second Milsha will be...
Based on the current angle of approach, breaking up the facility into approximately 28,000 pieces would result in 99.6% of them vaporizing before impact.
If we detach each subcompartment? Just a second. I'll
That would be
search
3
through my
pieces.
memory banks. Control room. The control room on level 33 will allow us to detach the facility.
Hurry! There's no time!
There's time. It's like
8 minutes. Well, we've been
8
talking for about how many minutes?
6.
oh, good. They didn't make us run there. They nearly
Yeah, I
get
was-
lost.
I was kind of worried.
The timer.
Oh no!
Is there a problem?
The entire process from system startup to complete detachment takes 1 whole minute.
Oh.
We got
That's not enough
7.
time for us to return to the Elsa.
Is this the only place we can activate it from? We can't do it remotely?
No! This system was built so that the command will only be accepted from here.
Damn. So the only way to stop this thing is to go down with it?
This can't be. There has to be another way. There isn't! I've searched again and again, but we can only activate it from here.
Please head back now.
What, Cosmos?
Xion, please return to the Elsa with the others. I will stay behind to initiate the detachment sequence.
No!
Wait a second.
She'll bust
Say
out of
what?
there.
This facility will enter the atmosphere shortly. We will exceed
I
the
have
tolerances for
complete
maximum
faith
temperature
that
in
she
3
would
minutes,
make it out of
28
there.
Seconds. Please hurry.
But
Katie, I'd believe you if she was on the
My
cover of the next 2
self-preservation
games, but
programming
it's
is
just simply not true.
functioning properly. I have no intention of remaining on this facility to the very end.
I don't know what the
Yeah.
other 2 covers look like, so I can't
Under 1
tell
minute.
you if you're lying.
You're sure?
Yes, this option guarantees the highest probability of success.
All right. Let's go, Xion.
But
Trust her. It'll be okay. She'll catch
She's
up.
got rocket feet. Like, fucking come on.
Xion.
Jen, you're a human. Let's go.
Cosmos! You better make it back! You hear me? You better!
Yeah.
First we touched, and we hurt each other. Then we tear our hearts apart.
I take back everything I said about the music.
We are too close, and I can feel the pain.
I can tell you, this was not in any of the cutscene movies I watched. It would probably have been, honestly, like, this song is probably copywritten.
Oh, probably.
For YouTubers.
Xion isn't lesbian coded at all.
No.
Poor Alan. we left him on the Beyblade.
Didn't leave Alan on the...
We didn't. No, he's on the.
I don't think he
He's on the Durandal or something. Alan.
Alan, get out of the fucking ship!
Oh my god, Alan.
Matthews!
What is this, ABBA? Like,
The song
what the
rules.
fuck?
No, the song rules.
I'm not saying it's bad.
About to re-enter the atmosphere. If left unchecked, it'll crash into the planet.
It just sounds like something from, like, the 70s.
This is exactly what I wanted.
Anyway, we'll get to the details later. Prepare for immediate liftoff.
Prepare? We're not lifting off right now?
Cosmos is still inside. We gotta wait for her.
Wait a minute. If it's already detaching, then aren't we in danger?
I'm aware of that. But if I say we wait, we wait.
Cosmos, please. Hurry back.
She'll fly out of there.
Oh, he was on the Elsa. Whatever. Oh!
Oof.
Captain,
Why is that happening?
Much longer.
no kidding. Little Master.
Damn it.
Space.
What's taking her? Come on.
I guess, yeah, falling into a planet will do this.
Well,
Yeah,
and I think
gravity.
there's things are detaching already, right?
Yeah.
So I think
Yeah.
this whole thing is just getting fucked up right now.
What about all these other ships?
I felt like they were like detaching in like pieces, not like large pieces, not like.
Little Master.
This looks like a self-destruct.
28,000 pieces or whatever.
There's a scene in Xenoblade 2 involving a woman who looks just like Xion that is in love with Cosmos.
Are you sure it's not Xion?
No, they're separate.
Oh shit.
That was close.
She'll be fine.
Katie, you don't know that.
Are you crazy?
Do you know how much shit she's gone through?
We're leaving now.
Don't be afraid, Xion. Everything will be all right. See with your heart.
See? With my heart.
Who's telling us this?
That little girl?
Nephilim?
Oh yeah, maybe.
The wall! 400 meters to the port side! Take her in close!
What?
Trust me, just hurry!
What do you mean, hurry?
Xion, port side, 400 meters, right?
Tony!
Huh? Tony!
Yeah, at least
Thanks,
Tony's
Tony.
listening.
I wanted more of them in this.
Right?
One more of the spunky crew. I think they're in the other games though. So.
I hope so.
They're our crew.
Good. Yeah, see, she's fine.
She's fine. Huge explosion.
She made it! She made the explosion.
Doesn't she weigh like tons?
Yeah. Also, can't she fly?
Gotta make Xion work for it. Thanks, Ziggy.
Thanks, Ziggy. You should probably have been out here the entire time and not in space. I guess they're kind of still inside the ship.
Mm-hmm.
How come Cosmos didn't like use her other arm to be like, don't worry, I got it?
I don't get why she didn't use her jet boots, but
I really
okay.
ought to put you on a diet.
Is there something wrong with my frame?
Does not compute.
Sleep mode.
I'm gonna program some fucking affection in you, Cosmos.
Yeah, right.
Isn't that what she was just doing by hugging him?
Not Cosmos. Cosmos was just sitting there. Like, oh.
I know,
whatever.
but Xion's trying to program affection.
I guess
by
so.
hugging
If
her.
it's learning by that, then yeah, sure.
I guess so, yeah.
Yeah, it's an AI. Yeah. Right? I think Cosmos is an AI android.
I just think it's just
Weapon.
Cosmos is programmed with an Excel macro.
That's what Xion makes it sound like.
Visual Basic.
Yep, yep.
Tony! I'm going for it!
Hell yeah!
Do it, Tony.
You got a yeehaw
Now,
in there.
everybody-
Hell yeah.
Let's get some curry.
Let's
Ellen.
get some curry.
Ellen, quick, make the curry. They saved all the music budget for the end. Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, falling in cubes.
Something's wrong.
No.
Let's get to the bridge.
Tony, pull up!
What was that? I can't hear you! Like I said, the angle of approach is too steep! Well, can't you adjust it? It's no use! The controls aren't responding! That can't be! All control functions are in the green! The apogee and re-entry balances were damaged by the debris. We can't adjust the logical drive angle any further than this! You moron! Stop whining and do something about it! You want to be vaporized?
Yeah, bypass. Put in your admin password.
Right.
Two-factor authenticated.
Pseudo.
Pseudo.
Ellen is male wife coded. That as well.
He is. Oh, chaos. Here is some of my power.
You're... Wait!
Relinquish your pain unto me.
Okay.
Hatch, it's open! What? Who's the moron doing that? Is he
Who do you
trying to
think?
burn us from the inside out?
It can't be!
It is.
This is like the 4th time she's done something like this. Like, I don't know why anyone's surprised.
You can't!
Xion, I'm proceeding to shield the Elsa with my energy field. Please stabilize the ship during that time.
Don't be ridiculous! What can you possibly accomplish by doing that?
What do you
Saving
think?
your life.
Maintaining
Yeah.
this position for 1 minute and 20 seconds will save the Elsa.
But you'll be incinerated if you do that! Stop this at once!
No.
I am happy to be of service.
Aw. Oh yeah, you.
Oh right, this guy. Seeing like blips of him. Oh, this is why she gets a new outfit, huh?
This is just like the end of Meta Wolf Chaos, actually.
I mean, yeah. Don't worry, she's got Jesus allegory power. Maybe not Jesus. Just Angel.
Are we okay? Huh? Hey! Miss Vector!
Huh?
Activate the secondary bow camera.
Roger.
See, she's fine.
She looks like Dixie at the end of Donkey Kong Country 2. That's great.
Oh, you're right.
Cosmos!
Oh man, they put all their animation into that hair at the end.
Oh my god, yeah. That had to take
Yeah,
forever to
the
fucking render.
shreds! That brown-haired kid's design is based off Fei Fong Wong, the main character of Xenogears.
Oh.
Ah. Wait, Tony?
No, that it was in the flash.
There was a kid
those like
playing with
flashes.
blocks.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
He's a character. Did we ever see that kid before, that Flash?
I don't think so. Or if we did, it was brief.
Yeah. Like I said, there's a lot of that in these, at least in this one.
I mean, you could tell this.
You're just like, who's
they wanted
that? And you're like, maybe you'll come back later. Yeah, you probably will.
You can
Like
tell they
this
wanted
guy,
to do
the
like
brother?
seven
this
episodes.
guy, yeah!
Totally haven't seen him since the beginning of the goddamn game.
Yeah, he's like super important too, by the way.
Or 6 episodes.
Oh yeah, it was supposed to be like 6, wasn't it?
Yeah, and I could see how they would have done that as well. Like a second trilogy.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
And almost I count Xenoblade as a second trilogy because that's how I see it now.
No spoilers.
No, I won't. It's hard and really
from the circumstances. It's clear
the
that the
second game
organization's target is on Wilshire.
doesn't answer. Just honestly, to me, gives more questions sometimes.
There's a vortex of temptation and obsession that still remains. That's what continues to draw them in. And Albedo, he's being drawn in just the same.
Albedo? You mean the URTV Albedo? He's still alive?
He will not die. Not until that time arrives.
Bet you Luigi could vacuum it up.
Oh yeah.
Now that was entertaining. All that remains is for my cash to link up with the UMN, and my objective will be complete. Do heed my message, Rubido.
Wow.
We've
Skywalker
confirmed
sound,
the
huh?
gate jump by
Yeah.
Albedo's craft. This is acceptable?
Yes, that's fine. The door that leads to Abel's Ark, he is the only one who can open it.
There's a possibility that he may link with Udu again.
That won't happen. He doesn't have that much power. He's only a key. Of course, we must accept the possibility that he can affect space-time anomalies to some extent. But that's what all of you are for. Still, his will shines with such wondrous light. It's a shame to relegate him to such a minor role. Don't you think?
I agree, kid. I do like the 2 vocal songs in this. Fucking ask her, dude. We did.
Mission complete. Shield.
I like how everybody is a playable character except Alan.
Welcome back.
Yeah, that was good.
Mm-hmm.
I
like it.
Yeah, I like that game. Quite a bit.
It's a big old space fantasy at the far off future.
Yeah. Very. I knew it was going to be anime, but very anime.
Oh yeah.
Like exactly the amount of anime I wanted, which was all of it.
Not enough curry.
Not enough curry. You should be able to unlock Curry Shion to play through again. Yes. Always save the clear data.
So there were only like 2 little separate extra fights?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
Macht.
So what does this do? You cannot load it.
Oh.
Oh, you need this for episode 2.
Oh.
Oh.
Why?
I think you get a couple unlocks, including swimsuits.
Oh, cool.
The swimsuits?
Including
Yeah.
swimsuits.
Oh, what was that last swimsuit we got?
That was just just another swimsuit.
Oh, isn't it just like you can? Yeah, it's swimsuit the same for everyone, but you can equip it on more people at the same time. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Let me pull something up real quick.
Shion.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh.
This seems to be fitting music.
The save data will get you Cosmos and Ziggy's swimsuits in 2 and some
Nice.
activities. Nice.
Because of this, let's get to the ranking of RPGs Joe's played. Hold on, let me. Okay, here's what I got so far.
Whoa! Joe.
I was just doing that to see your reaction. I liked Chrono Trigger better than Barkley. Whoops.
Barkley.
I would put Xenosaga.
This is Joe's ranking.
For you, Joe.
Joe
For
ranking.
you, I would put it at 5. I'll put it under Barkley, Shut Up, and Jam Gaiden, but
This is Joe's rankings. This is me.
Yep.
At the top, it says rank Kong.
I know.
Okay.
Well, now I know. And it's gonna stay that way because I also mistyped. I said Joe's ranking of JRPGs he's completed, and then I was like, oh my god, what is wrong with me? I would put this. It's not better than Mario RPG. Not better than Final Fantasy IX for me. I loved Final Fantasy IX. Like, I just started watching Voidburger start playing that. I'm like, man, this game's so fucking good. Chrono Trigger, I loved. Really did. Barkley hits home for me because it's treating 90s basketball as like mythical gods almost. Or like
it's b-ball.
Like this, yeah. It's very cool. I would put Xenosaga Episode 1. There. Right there. As the 4th best JRPG I have ever played.
That's good.
Why is Mario Tennis and Mario Golf a JRPG?
You've got to play them to see, Katie.
Oh.
Mario Tennis, like, it's literally the battle system is a game of tennis. Like,
yeah. Oh, I see what you mean. Okay.
Same thing for Mario Golf. If we don't count Pokemon. Pokemon, I feel like, would get a little top heavy, so I'm just not including that here.
Yeah.
Because I do like those games. But yeah, I would put it above Barkley because, and I'll tell you why right now. Air to Kaiser, man. Air to Kaiser.
I mean, yeah.
Air to Kaiser, and that I actually really did like that whole ending sequence.
Yeah, Ronaldinho Soccer.
Yeah. Yeah. That's where it lands. I really liked it. I did like it. I'm a little bummed there was the retro achievements weren't ready for it. But oh well, whatever. That didn't inhibit my enjoyment of the game at all.
No.
It just, it would have been nice.
Yeah. And I mean, you ranked this one pretty high, and I mean, honestly, the next episodes and the third one just get better and better too, so.
I've heard conflicting reports about episode 2.
2 is... 2 explores the background of main characters a lot.
That's good. I like that. But if it's a painful to play experience of a bad battle system, that's going to be a problem. We'll find out together.
I don't know the battle. Yeah, that is something we'll find out together. I don't know the battle at all because cutscenes only.
Yeah. Dad liked this song, by the way. We played this for Dad Gumph, and he we were like, "Hey, Dad, no, listen to this part. Like, it'll get there." And he's like, "Oh, yeah."
Did you play the Distant Worlds one?
This one.
Live
we did
the real Oregon. Oh.
We did the Black Mages one.
I mean, Black Mages is still good because
I wanted it. Yeah, I wanted it to sound like and this sounds more like yes.
Yeah.
Like this whole part here, just like that just sounds like fucking yes.
Yeah.
All right. Well, on that note, we'll come back to this list when it matters. We have...
Oh, wow, we just made it. I didn't realize...
I know, perfect timing, actually. And we have the Air to Kaiser to thank for that.
Yeah.
Well. What a ride. What a ride it's been. Good selection, Tarks. Saturday, we have Killer 7. More Killer 7.
Yeah.
I think we're towards the back half of that game, let's say. Or we're in the back half of that game. I don't know. Ed, this is your song. This is the Demon Tilt. So Killer 7 on Saturday. Sharon might be joining if she's able and feeling up to it. And then Mario RPG Armageddon on Tuesday. I'm excited for more of that. I feel like we're gonna set up to finish the stream after that. To finish the main story. Not the whole game. Just the main story. What about Thursdays, though? Well,
yeah, Joe. What about Thursdays?
What are Thursdays?
I want to play something dumb.
Yeah.
This was a good game. I want to play something dumb that I might hate.
Great.
So we're gonna play the Wii U Classic. Devil's Third. A game that needs a lot of introduction because not many people know about this game.
I had to Google it, and pretty much I found out this guy's got tattoos.
Yep.
Everywhere.
Yeah, he's a lot of tattoos, and he also has a drum set. That'll be fun. Game is
I'm ready for dumb.
Dumb. I've never heard of this. It's the creator of or the guy who did the Xbox Ninja Gaidens, and then Dead or Alive, the Dead or Alive series. This game jumps around a billion different publishers during development, if that tells you anything. So that will be next Thursday. We'll get one session in before our break. Next week will be the last full week before we leave for Seattle and take a little bit of an extended time off.
Yeah.
But we'll still have, honestly, not both. We'll still do the Tuesday stream after Seattle if you guys are up for it.
Yeah, we'll see how it goes.
Yeah. But other than that, thanks for joining, everybody. That's another game in the books. Xenosaga Episode 1. Derville Zermacht. I'm gonna miss saying that name because it's a good-ass name. It's a good game. I liked it. Let's go raid our good friend Sharon over at Basecamp Foster, twitch.tv/Basecamp Foster. Deliver the good news that the heir to Kaiser is unstoppable. And, yeah, that's kind of all I got. The fourth best RPG I've ever played. Xenosaga Episode 1. Have a good night, everybody. We'll see you later.
Night.
Good night.